Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where we're rolling along with the 78 Hot Rod Nova. Okay, last first two episodes, I've only had 2 videos on this. This is the third. Run like garbage. Didn't know what it was. Tore valve covers off, intake off, 3 bent push rods. Bought 3 new ones, put them on there. It seemed to be okay. Rev the shit out of it, make sure it wasn't going to blow apart again. We don't know exactly what caused it. I'm just guessing, assuming that sat for 25 years, someone tried to start it, over revved it, throttle stuck, something. And they had taken the exhaust system off, so maybe some rats got up in there in the heads and built a nest in 3 of the valves and made them sticky. Rat piss will do that. So we got that fixed. Now the main problem with this car was the transmission was bad in it. Last episode I put the transmission in. So we finished off last episode by driving it around the property. I think I did 2 laps. Seemed to have plenty of power. Seems like it would get a little squirrely when you hit that gas. It just kind of, it's, you know, just little 14-inch tires and stuff and dirt. But yeah, she was seemed to have a lot of power. Okay, so what are we doing this episode? Well, we're going to do the exhaust system. I had the exhaust system off Art's old Malibu because I put headers and the X-pipe race exhaust on it, mufflers. And then I saved the pipes, and I was going to use them on this, but they won't fit. I threw them back over here. I had them laid out and went over it. This driver's side, and it actually goes forward around the engine and then out to the passenger side here. So this little configuration won't work with this one because the frame, you know, this is a subframe, half frame, and that's a full frame. So we got to start from scratch. I couldn't round up just 2. I didn't want to just get 2 pipes and cut them off here, because actually this needs to go the other way. This is forward, this needs to go facing the back, so I couldn't just cut these off. Could I went and got some from a muffler shop or somewhere, some ends that I could weld some pipe to? I probably could, but what we're gonna do is I got some $100 cheap eBay headers, just like I did on the Malibu. And we're going to put them on there. And then I got a pipe kit. Didn't get the X-pipe kit, which was $120. I went ahead and got the just the straight pipe kit was like $72. And then we're just going to run 2, and it's got kind of 2 humps in the transmission cross member mount. So we're just going to run her straight back. 1 pipe that way, 1 pipe that way. And the mufflers have not come in yet, but they should be in any day now. They may be at my gate right now. I'm fixing to go check it. But anyway, they'll be in today, tomorrow, who knows. And we finish off this whole exhaust system. And the way I look at it is if this car ends up garbage, the motor's shot, then I can just take out that exhaust system and use it on something else. Okay, so it's so friggin' loud with just exhaust manifolds on it. No pipes or nothing. It's so loud that you can't hear nothing in that engine. You can't hear if it's knocking, clicking, rattling, can't tell nothing. Other than originally it had a shake. And we got a new distributor on there. A known good 4-barrel. New wires. We got... I put new plugs in it a year ago when I bought it, but they're all fouled out now. So I picked up these plugs here. We're going to do these while we, since we're doing the headers. Now these Bosch plug 6712 are shorter than the factory ones. Factory one spark plugs on the header a couple of them will hit the header. Almost hit the header. When you put the spark plug wire boot on there, it'll hit. With these they won't. You got a little bit of a gap. And what I forgot to get, which I still might have a set in the El Camino that I bought for it, is spark plug boots. So you put them over the spark plug wires, and it covers over that, keeps it from melting, keeps the plug wires from melting. So we're going to do all that when we do the headers. So these manifolds, basically, I just got to take the spark plug wires off, take the spark plugs out, well, unbolt the power steering bracket. We're going to have to modify that like we did on the Malibu. Same with the AC mount. If I put the AC back on there, which I may not. Oh, I got that trapped underneath there. This transmission mount deal here, we're gonna have to cut that. I got the compressor, but I'm probably just gonna throw it in the trunk. Not gonna bother hooking it up. So anyway, with the headers and the exhaust system, it should, even though it'll sound badass, but at least we can hear the engine, and we'll hear if it's knocking, rattling, ticking, all that stuff. And if it's knocking and stuff, then we're gonna have to pull the engine out, I guess, or just try to sell it as is. The plan was just to get this thing running and driving, and then just to sell it as is for a nice little profit, instead of going all the way with it, body and interior and stuff. So that's the plan. Now get quite a bit for, not make a good little profit if it runs good, no knocking and stuff. If it is knocking, at least it runs and drives, and I could sell it, still make a little bit of money, or go to plan B, which I went over last video, the 89 Chevy 350 from a 89 van. By the way, that is 210 factory horsepower. Probably added quite a bit more horsepower with headers and a 4-barrel and stuff with it. It's fuel injected, was fuel injected throttle body, but we'd have to convert it to carburetor. So it's still an option, guys. Plan B is still an option if this motor is knocking, because I can't hear nothing. Okay, so I'm going to take off the manifolds while it's off the ramps, and then we'll put the headers on, and then I'll get it up on the ramps, and we'll do the exhaust system like we did the Malibu. Okay, so let's see what we got here. It actually rained out today. Couldn't believe it. Okay, these are the $100 eBay headers, and they are the same as the 77 Malibu. They say it fits Nova too. So I call them universal because they'll pretty much fit any car, you know, Chevelle, Nova, you know. So whatever body styles they are, that's a Nova, so it'd fit a Camaro. Now the A-body Chevelle, well, it would fit, you know, the A-body Chevelles. stuff like that. You know, Buick Skylarks if you had a Chevy 350, Pontiac Le Mans with a Chevy engine in it. So I think that's the way everybody's going to go these days, is to restore an old Le Mans or Buick or Oldsmobile Cutlass. Just go ahead and put a Chevy 350 in it. So it's a hell of a lot cheaper and easier to maintain and everything than trying to see. I'm afraid. I got two Pontiac. I got the Pontiac engine in the 70 Le Mans, got a 455 in the thing, but I'm afraid of driving the shit out of them or driving them hard, because if they break, you're not gonna find another good motor, and the parts to rebuild them are twice as high as a Chevy. So I think that's the wave of the future, is to just put Chevy 350s and everything, you know, or LS swap type thing. Okay, so it comes with everything. Got the gaskets, the collectors. Yeah, there's the collectors here. Need them. That's where we're going to weld the pipe to. Got the headers here. Okay, so that's that. Then the pipe kit, I think it's way cheaper to buy it this way than going down to O'Reilly's or AutoZone and try to buy little pieces of pipe to put together. But you really need a couple of real long ones like these to start off with. And then you need these from the header to this pipe. Of course, you got to cut it up and everything, and then we can cut up these for tailpipes and stuff. So anyway, I don't even think you can get pipes this long at AutoZone. You'd have to get two of them, I think, and put them together, which I've done before, but they're, I don't know, what are they, 20 bucks, $19.99 each? By the time you'd spend $100 bucks, 120 bucks at AutoZone for half this stuff to try to get some exhaust going. So anyway, there's all the pipes. There's the headers, just like the 77 Malibu. Well, the Malibu, we use the X pipe. This one I didn't, because like I said, we don't, we got areas on the cross member to put this pipe underneath without it, you know, hitting the ground. I'd like to put a cross, I keep forgetting what it's called now. Put a pipe across there for the even the exhaust flow out. So most people don't use it, but I like doing that. But trying to cut this out, I don't have a big, I probably do got a big hole saw. We may try it later, but for now we're just going to get it on there with some mufflers, and we'll worry about that later. Especially if I sell it, I'm not going to worry about it. That's the plan, guys. And then after that, it was dark, getting dark. Last time I test drove it, went to turn on the lights, parking lights come on, headlights are burnt out. We'll check that out, check the connections, and maybe get some headlights, and just check out the mechanical stuff of it. You know, I haven't even checked the wipers, or, you know, just heater controls, fan, crap like that. Well, because after this exhaust, we're just going to go through stuff that's not going to cost anything, because I'm already putting a couple $100 in the motor for tune-up stuff, new distributor, a couple $100 in exhaust. You know, I'll probably have another 500 into this, and I paid $1,000 for it, so that's 1,500. Had the free transmission. There's the old transmission there, but that was, you know, kind of free. It's not costing me nothing. And but we'll go from there. We'll see. I haven't looked for any parts, but we'll see about. Well, I have looked for that taillight. You know, one guy wanted $450 for one taillight. But yeah, someone says, oh, Summit or one of them has these taillight assemblies for $199. Yeah, well, that's each. You know, that's 400 bucks. It's just not worth me. And that would be for a regular Nova. The regular Nova is shorter, which is no big deal. I can weld in a piece of metal and just put in the regular Nova tail lights. But yeah, I'm not going to do all that and spend 400 bucks. And a few comments, oh, you can just put in anything. Just, yeah, I could buy some little round lights and stick them in there, but I think it'd look kind of stupid. I don't know. I haven't really looked that hard, but you never know. If one pops up locally pretty close, I'll run down there. My local junkyard used to have a couple of them, but I mentioned he cleaned out a whole yard there and had them all crushed. He had 2 of these. They would have had the tail lights and that front fender extension and the parts that I would need for this. People say, oh, just take off that fiberglass piece. Yeah, but I need the regular Nova stuff to replace it with. You can't just take that off. It has a big grill thing here, and it has a like window trim around there. I don't have any of that, so there's no use taking this off unless I had that stuff, because to restore this I need all this chrome. I'll never find it. Chrome here, chrome across there. Okay, so that's holding me back on doing the paint and body on this. There's too much stuff that's hard to find and expensive, and this car ain't worth, it's not a Chevelle. It's not worth a lot. Okay, so that's what's kind of holding me back on the paint and body, or else I'd do it, because it wouldn't cost me much. Bunch of labor, but like I said, it's getting all that stuff fixed. Okay, so guys, well, enough of rambling. We'll get some work done. You don't really need to see me. It's just 6 bolts on each side. There's no exhaust unhook. 6 bolts, slide them out. I'll come back when I got them out and ready to put on the new headers. So I'll be back. Okay guys, there's the passenger manifold off. Come off pretty easy. Just wiped her down. That's where she goes, right down in there. Show you the difference in the spark plugs I was telling you about. These are the factory, whatever you AC Delco auto light, and then here's the Bosch. You can see what smaller they are. So these are the ones I've been using. They're platinum, $5.99, about the same price as auto light AC Delco type. Okay, so this is the passenger side header here. Just put the gasket on there. You always got to use header bolts. It comes with these header bolts, usually 10mm head on them, and that's about it. So I'll just go ahead and bolt that on there. I'll be back. Okay guys, I got this side done here. I just got to tighten up that last bolt there, but I got to get underneath to do it. Okay, this side I got the manifold off right here. I said we're gonna have to cut this like the Malibu. It goes there. We're gonna have to cut that because the header is gonna be in the way. Won't be able to bolt this on this side. We can on this side. We're gonna get a spacer in there, and same with the power steering. Goes on there like that, but we're gonna have to get a spacer because the factory manifold is wider here than the header, so we get a spacer out there so that lines up to the power steering pump bracket here, or actually the AC bracket, and the power steering bracket there. So we'll do that after we get it on there. Took out all the plugs. Like I said, all the plugs are fouled, except for that number 1 that the rocker came off. No, it's still clean, but the rest of them are fouled. The other side, they're all fouled. So yeah, I'm just going to put on the other side here. And the mufflers are supposed to be here today sometime. So we'll get all this on there, get it all ready to go. Get it up in the air on ramps, and then later today or tomorrow morning we can do the pipes and the mufflers. Then start her up, see how she sounds. So yeah, let me get that on there. I'll be back. Okay guys, that's this side in. I think these fit in the Nova a little bit better than the Malibu. Chevelle, it hit barely touching on the frame over on this side. This one's right in the middle of, you know, from the oil filter housing to the frame. It's like perfect. It's like it's made for it. Okay, so I put a little spacer in here for the power steering, bolted it back up, and then the AC, which probably ain't going to come on because I'm missing the bracket that goes there. It was missing. But anyway, we got it on there. That's all I had left of the spacer. I had to add a few washers to get the right length, and we'll just leave that on there. If somebody wants to put the AC on, that's the bottom mount, and then it mounts here and here, and then they'll have to get that bracket there. I may have one, but anyway, that's it. I'll get her jacked up, and we'll get underneath there and start configuring these tubes. Okay, I'll be back. It's pretty loud. I'll take it for a rip around the feels like it's got some power. It's a hot rod. Yeah, it runs pretty good. The engine's shaking just a little bit, but that could just be the timing. Just could move the distributor a little bit to stop that. I'm not sure. Or it may stay like that, but we'll find out once I get the exhaust on there, get it a lot quieter, and I can hear what's going on. And yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do next. A bunch of transmission fluid here I need to change or clean up. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, we'll get under here. I just put the collectors on there. Passenger side here, driver's side there. They always end up a little different. One's higher than the other. So you can see the transmission. I think they're all like that. Doesn't just have a hump on one side. So that's where we're gonna have the pipe. Got a big piece of pipe here. And go something like that. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see through my viewfinder very good, so yeah, it's gonna be something like that. I think it'll have to be a little bit longer to fit the mufflers up behind here. I should have a couple of pieces of pipe to reach that far. So yeah, that should, on this side, you can see, but you know, about an inch or so below the cross member, something like that. Yeah, it'll probably be even with this frame rail, just right in there. So anyway, just the hard part, we'll be making a little joiner through from here to the collectors, but I'll manage it. Just have to do a lot of cutting. Starting to get dark, but we're gonna roll on through the night here and do this. Mufflers are supposed to be here any minute. They said before 9 p.m. and it's about 8 now, so I got an hour. We kind of need them to. No, I don't really need them to know where they're gonna fit. We can do all the pipes first. So anyway, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I just trimmed it up and trimmed the pipe and the collector. I'm gonna trim this off with a grinder and then just weld it all up solid. But yeah, that lines up under there pretty good, about an inch or so from the floorboard. From the other pipe kit, I have this, and we need about half of that to put in here. Probably about half of it. I'll cut it once the mufflers get here, and the muffler will go there. Now we can put on some type of tailpipe or little downspout. And I thought I had a whole bunch of hangers, but the last exhaust I did, I thought I bought about a dozen of them, but I couldn't have used them all. But they weren't in with the rest of my exhaust stuff. So anyway, we'll have to wait on the hangers or make some, or well. But anyway, let me cut this and get this welded up, and then we'll do the other side, passenger side. Okay, guys. Next day. It's back into the 90s, mid 90s, and sunny. So I had a bunch of errands to do today, so I didn't get much done during the day. So we'll get back on it. The mufflers were supposed to be here by 9 o'clock last night. They never came, even though they said they were loaded on the truck at 8 in the morning. Then they updated it at like 10 o'clock last night, saying it'll be in the next day. So today it says it's loaded on the truck again at 9 in the morning. So we'll see. It's 7 o'clock and they're not here yet. So, okay. Let me just grab my glasses here. I went and checked my P.O. box. Somebody sent me remote starter switch. Yeah, Morski calls it the loser switch. It just says It's from Lifestyle Marketplace Shop. So I don't know if that's from Amazon. So whoever sent it, I don't know if that's the seller of this or whatever. But yeah, that'll come in handy. We'll be using it. So thanks to whoever sent that. Okay, see where we're at here. Show you what I finished last night in the dark. Well, I got plenty of light now. Okay, so that's the driver's side welded up. Pipe nice and snug. Little, just a hair below the frame rail, but had to do that so it's doesn't quite hit the floor. That's an extra piece of pipe I had. Okay, and then this side, I just got it balanced on the jack stand here. This side will fit at the right angle. This pipe, see? But it has to go up taller. So what I'm going to do is cut this down. Might have to cut this down here, the collector down a little bit. And anyway, we want to fit it in there and get it snugged like the other side. And then hook it into here, make sure it doesn't hit the floor. So of course this one is going to be, side is going to be a lot longer than that side, but that's okay because we got these extra pipes from the other kit. So we'll cut them down. As soon as the mufflers get here, we'll figure out where they go. They'll go right past that rear floor hump, right in that area there. Same here. And we'll cut these extra pipes there evenly, for both sides are even. Then we'll figure out the tailpipes, what we want to do with them. Just probably some downspouts or whatever. But anyway, right now I'm going to cut this pipe down and put it up there to fit, and weld that to that, and then to this pipe, and then we're ready for the mufflers. And then I can't wait to hear what it sounds like. Should sound pretty good. Okay, I think that's all I. Oh wait. Don't worry about looking for a tail light for me, guys. That guy still got this left tail light. I thought it was $450. No, it's $475 plus shipping. So he wants over $500 for a used left tail light assembly. Fucking nuts. Absolutely fucking nuts. Over $500 for a used tail light assembly. So anyway, I bought a couple of sets of LED lights. The first one I got, I forget that. The first one I looked at was going to be a little bit taller than this. Then I found another one, so it's going to be skinnier, and it's going to be, I'll show you when it gets here, but it's going to be, it's going to have an amber. It's like on, they showed pictures of it on the back of a semi. It's going to be red, amber, and then the white reverse light. It's LED, there's no bulb sockets, any of that crap. You just wire it into these factory deals. But that one, there's a lot of different styles, but that particular one, so you see this is cracked here anyway, and the chrome's not very good. It's all kind of cracked here. So that one that I liked, that I think will fit better, is directly from China. So I don't know how long it'll take. It could take a couple of weeks. So that's a square rectangle, or a rectangular one. It's cheap, 20 bucks or something for a pair. For a pair. This guy can stick his 500 bucks right up his ass. It's absolutely nuts. I feel like messaging him, say, what the hell are you doing? You know, people buy these cars for 500 bucks, a whole car instead of a tail light. But anyway, just people like that are just greedy, just ruin the car hobby for a lot of people. But we don't care if this has the correct tail lights. The only way I'd probably do Nova tail lights is the regular Novas, like on my silver one I showed you. But like I said, they're $200 each. Assemblies, that's $400. Wouldn't be bad when you're restoring a nice Nova to showroom quality, all new shit. It'd be nice, but this car ain't it. This ain't no concourse restoration. Okay, so I ordered them ones and I thought, well, that's cheap. That's dirt cheap. So I ordered some round ones. They're 4-inch, but I think the 4-inch is from the reflector part, and then it has a black outline. I think it's 5.3 inches. It's round, and this is like 5 inches. So I don't know if it'll tuck up. There's a little bit of the little black that's longer, I think, is very, very thin, so it may stick up underneath here. Anyway, they were, oh, $10. No, they were $15 a pair. So I bought 2 pairs of them. They're more for trailers and stuff, but both these lights that I bought are brake, signal, and reverse. So they're not just reflector type one light warning thing or whatever. It's all the lights, signals, brake lights, all that'll work. So I ordered 4 of them. So we're just gonna match it up and see what happens. This is, I didn't realize this is all dented and shit here. It's probably what happened to the original tail light. Dented, and somebody heated it up, banged it out. But anyway, I'm thinking about just putting 2 round ones like that in each side. We'll see what it looks like, rectangular or round. So anyway, that's on the way. Don't bother looking for lights for me or anything. I'm just not buying them. You know, even there's some used tail lights on there, but like I said, used tail lights are going to end up with the same type of crap, and they want way too much for them. You know, anyway, regular Nova ones, you know, I don't know what they want, $150 a side or something stupid. So that'll be on another video. We'll do that, and we'll get some metal and weld up this hole. The LED lights, all it does is require I think a couple little holes like this to mount the screw, and then a hole to put the wiring through. So we'll basically just weld up this whole thing here, primer, paint it black or something. This back filler piece is about to disintegrate. So that's what we're going to do with the back end, guys, just so we got lights. It just looks stupid this way, and you wouldn't be able to drive it on the road because you don't have a tail light missing. So don't worry about that. As I said, if anybody either has the trim, but see, this trim here is all, look at all this shit. I'm thinking, I know I'm starting to ramble here. We'll probably do this on another video. Just take all this chrome off, all the, you know, and but I can't take this off because I don't have no trim to replace it. It has the louver there and the trim. I don't have any of that. Because I was thinking of just painting this flat black. Do all the body work, paint it flat black. Although painting it flat black costs just as much as painting it nice and shiny like the Malibu, put some stripes and stuff on it. But I'm thinking, because of all this stuff, just leave it. Maybe put a little bit of Bondo or something here, and maybe some seam sealer around here, and just paint it all flat black and fix all this rust here. We can do that. Anyway, that's what thoughts are going through my head right now. Not much body work, but the paint is in bad shape. It's gonna have to be all stripped down and crap like that. But anyway, we'll go over more of that when I get this video done, all the exhaust done, and all that stuff, and we'll worry about the body later. Same with the interior, it's just shot. I need to put my ad out to buy junk cars. Hopefully I get some nice buckets. I had some nice Subaru buckets, Ford Explorer buckets, and the Nomad. One of Chevelle, I think, it's got Mitsubishi Eclipse seats in them. The Nova, I think, were them Subaru seats. They all look good, and they're nice upholstery. So whenever I buy some more junk cars, I usually get good bucket seats, and that's what's going to go in here. As far as the rest of the interior, I might buy carpet, some basically free buckets, and yeah, that's probably about it, guys. I can't get the rest of the stuff, but if anybody has all this, you see it all hanging down here. I'm just gonna have to take it all out and leave it out. Just gonna have to look, look at all this plastic crap, headliner, all this stuff. Just leave it all out. Get one of them cheap stereos. If anybody wants to send me stuff, I've got P.O. box in the description. But see, you start restoring a car, look, now we need weather stripping and just, I don't know, guys, I'm thinking about fixing it up. But anyway, body work really is just that rust spot there on that fender. Patch that in there. Rest of it's probably just dings and stuff. But yeah, it needs to be all stripped down, the metal, primed and everything. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that a little bit, what's coming up on future videos, I guess, on this. Okay, let me get going with this exhaust, and I'll be back when I get this exhaust laid out, and hopefully show you the muffler. Should be in here by 9 o'clock. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I want to show you a product that a sponsor sent me. I just took it out of the bigger box. Now this is a tablet, Oukitel. I forgot all about this sponsor because they sent me, it's been over a month, they sent me a thing asking me if I wanted one and could promote it or whatever. And it's a tablet, so it's basically a little mini, I haven't even really looked at it here, little mini laptop, basically. I'll have to go over, I just wanted to show you what's in the box. I'll have to hook it up, check it out and all that stuff. But, everybody should either have a laptop or a tablet or something. I don't like watching the videos on my phone. And plus it's not a smartphone, so it's not that fast and all that stuff. So so I think this will work perfect. Now my laptop's screwed up, the speaker's fried in it, and I was going to get another laptop, and I found out at Walmart you can buy these external speakers for 10 bucks, and with a plug, and I plugged that in and boom, I got sound now. But it's overheated so many times doing editing videos or whatever, and the brightness, it's not very bright at all. It's like, from 1 to 10, it's like 1. So that I can see stuff, but it's very dark. So I thought this might be good. Tablets are not supposed to have the memory and capabilities of a good laptop. I'll have to figure out how to do this with 2 hands, guys. Got cameras and everything. I'll have to go over all the details of it. But I think this would be probably good for watching videos, way better than a phone. So I'll have to go all over all this, and I'll get back with you on how it sets up. This is a little deal here, I guess, to rest on the table, so you can put it on a little table and have it up towards you. We'll figure all that out, but like I said, I'd just like to show you all that right now, and I'll get it all hooked up, and probably get it all hooked up to the internet and everything, and get watch some videos on it. So anyway, guys, everybody needs one or needs a laptop. This company, like I said, I will put links and everything in the description, and check out their website. And they probably got, I don't know, but they probably got laptops and different styles of these tablets. Pick out one that suits your needs. And I think I'll use this as more of a mobile type thing there, you know, in my car, go on trips or something like that. I'll use it for more like that, because my laptop is not mobile now with these wires with external speakers and everything coming out of it. It's but it's an HP laptop, and it's got a lot of memory. I can do a lot of videos and stuff, storage on it, but that's why I keep it around. Anyway, guys, I'll be back. Oukitel, I'll be back when I get this working, and I'll show you how it works and all that stuff, and read the stats on it. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got the tablet. Very simple to hook up. You can actually put in a SIM card to... Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. And in this video, we're hauling in clunkers. So I get a call. I haven't put my... So, yeah, you can put in a SIM card and use this as a phone. So I think what I'm going to do is use it like in the Nomad when I go on trips. In a little town. And hook it on the dash or something like that. And that way I can use this as a phone, the internet, to watch videos and map, GPS type stuff and everything. It's got 3 different cameras on there: macro camera, infrared. Not sure what all that I'll need it, but yeah, well, maybe there's a video camera on there. You could probably put that up on the dash like that and record the road or something. Anyway, lots of features on it, guys. Just a nice little tablet in between a phone and a laptop, kind of right in the middle, and great for mobile uses. You know, you just use your internet on your phone for that, or I got my home phone or home internet on it right now. But yeah, you just use your phone hotspot or whatever, put it on there for internet, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I think it'll come in handy. It's a lot brighter than my laptop, and yeah, check them out. I will put a link and all that stuff in the description. Okay, guys, we'll see ya. Okay, guys, mufflers came. These are the same ones that weren't they named something else? Same ones I bought for the Malibu. Anyway, I clicked on the same auction, but anyway, they look the same. They are 1-chamber race mufflers. They're kind of loud, so this should sound like the Malibu. Other than the Malibu, I got the X-Pipe race exhaust, where this one we're just going to have 2 separate pipes going out. So I don't know, it might sound a little bit different, but anyway, that's them. They're about 30 bucks each on eBay, so it's like $63 or something shipped, and tax and everything. So anyway, so we got everything now. I'll be working late into the night, not late, but let me get this pipe off, start cutting it, and we'll get everything lined up. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got this area here welded up good. So I got it spliced into the long pipe there, I got it spot welded along the bottom there. Just had to use a little bit of the spare pipe, little extension about that far. I get it up there, under there where I want it. Then I put a little downspout here, just spotted it in, and then just unbolted it and got it out here so I can weld it up solid, and then we'll bolt it back up, and hopefully I can find some hangers. Just need 2 hangers, 1 for each side. Kind of got the other one just kind of sitting there, but right there, I don't know where my light is. It's just sitting there. It's done up to there. Then I have to spot in that little piece, but that's a longer piece, see? Because we used the longer piece up on this side. So anyway, I just want to get them mufflers even out the back. Then I got the downspout right there for that side. So I'm going to switch to the other side and tack it together, and then unbolt it, bring it out, weld it up just like I am this side. But basically that's all there is to it. Got my just cheap Harbor Freight flux core welder, and I'm just going to weld it up and then bolt it in there and do the other side. So I'll be back. Okay guys, next morning I just wrapped it up. I just did 90% of it last night and just finished her up there this morning. So there it is. I had 1 hanger put on here. I'll have to get another one. I just put some strapping metal on there, but anyway, she's looks good under there. I do need a transmission dust cover. I'll have to see if I can find one laying around, but anyway, she's all in there, tucked under there pretty good. We'll start her up, check for leaks. There shouldn't be any since I took it off and welded it, but you never know. Yeah, I just put some strapping tape here. It doesn't really need to be held up because it's just the bolts on the collector hold it all up. But just put that on there for just in case something breaks. You don't want to put too much stress on that pipe welds over there and they break. I do want a pour 15 underneath here, but it's so dirty. See this? I really need to power wash it, and then mainly pour 15 up those front floorboards that are a little bit rusty, a little bit here too, just a little bit of surface rust. So I may do that. But anyway, let's hear how she sounds. Figure out why the generator light's on. Might have a bad alternator. Can't check out the fan. It's broken. Fan switch. Guess I could stick something in there and move it, but I think it's on high. The engine is nice and quiet now. We got a little bit of a shake, but no noises. No knocking, rattling, or clicking. Try to adjust that distributor just a little bit. It runs rough, moves out. That air cleaner's not bolted down. Okay, let me take it down off the jack and the jack stands. We'll take it for a rip around here. But yeah, we may shake a little bit, but it can't be anything. It can't be the carb, distributor, plugs, wires. It may, it's cold. I mean, it's, maybe after it warms up, we need to let it run. I don't have an overflow for it. I'm going to try to find something. This battery's too big for it. Don't want to burn the battery. It also needs a battery tray. But yeah, we want to run it for a while. And make sure it's not going to overheat bubbles in the radiator. Means a head gasket. So yeah, let me take it down off the stands. I'll be back. Okay, go for a rip. Sounds like that muffler's hitting. Oh no, that's a door. I think. No, it's a door. Now you gotta figure that 4-barrel, it works great, but the 4-barrel doesn't open, the two back secondaries. But on the other car, it's on that El Camino, it run and idle perfect. So we're not getting full power with the 4-barrel not opening. What I'm going to do about that, I'm not sure yet. I can't really do any donuts in here, guys, because see all this rock? Even though these tires aren't the best, I don't want to tear them up. And I'll spray all stuff, and I don't want to bust the windows out on my other cars. So I'll just do it on, spin the tires on the straightaway. here. So all we got is an idiot light for the temp. Gas gauge is way over. The idiot light is hooked up, but I don't know if I gotta. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, just letting her run for a while. See what it looks like from underneath here. It sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound like it's missing or nothing. Look at the side. Not too low or anything. Really, if you wanted it up a little bit higher on the muffler, you'd have to get a pipe bender and bend that pipe, because right in about underneath that door is where it's just about to hit the floor, so I can't pull the whole thing up. But that's part of doing it yourself with no exhaust tools like pipe benders and stuff. But I think it's way high enough. It's high enough, especially the front. Worked out pretty good. I noticed it's got shackles on it, but is it in the middle? Yeah, he's got it in the middle. Put it down here and raise it up, raise the ass end up a little bit. It won't raise it up that much. Raise it up about half. A little bit. Yeah, it needs some 15-inch rims and wide tires on the back, but you can't fit that wide a tire. I had two 75-15s from my Chevelle on the Silver Nova, but I have it jacked up, and I had to bend the quarter lip in a little bit so they wouldn't rub. So it would take some you have to cut this lip right here. I rolled mine up a little bit on the silver one. But the way I would do it, would be to cut it in here, weld it, because the spot welds are right in the middle. But I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with it. These tires aren't good for the street. They're all weather cracked and everything. Good tread, but I don't know whether I should buy a quadrajet, Chinese quadrajet to put on there. I ordered some clips. It just got a little bit of a shake, but you can't feel it in the steering wheel or nothing. And this needs a new steering wheel. It's all sticky like the other GMs. Look at all the nasty shit in there. And all this is coming apart. So I have to fix it up all the way, or most of the way. I'll have to get a steering wheel. Yeah, it's not shaking too bad. Little indicator doesn't work. Probably fell off. I'll have to check the alternator. I'll do that right now. Forgot to fix that wire across there for the AC, but I'm going to do that. Let's if I tighten this up or not. Yeah, alternator's bad. Well, that figures. I don't know if I got another alternator or not. I got a bunch, like 2 or 3 of them, but I think when I was doing it on the Silverado, changing it, I put them used ones on there, and it kept making bearing noise. So I ended up buying a new one for it off of eBay. Could probably check the wires. They're taped up and everything, but they look to be connected. But yeah, I'll probably need an alternator. So anyway, I think that's it, guys, for now. I figure out what I want to do with it. Like I said, I'm gonna pour 15 to bottom. I'm gonna fix that AC wire because it looks shitty. Do a few little things. But other than that, what's next on it, I don't know. I may put a quadrajet on it to get full power. And see, this, the throttle cable fits, but not the kickdown. Kickdown's supposed to be right there. And it actually hooks in right back here. So it would be right there. So it's way short. This, probably the cruise control. It would almost fit, but that hole's too small for that. But I could probably open it up. That's a kick down for the transmission. But if I put a quadrajet on there, I bet all that would line up. Other than that, may put a temperature gauge. I got another one, because last time I bought one for the Malibu here, I bought 2 of them. So I got another one, hook it in here. But it would probably be better, and there's going to be more of a hot rod to get a 3 gauge set. I don't think I got any housings, but I've got some oil and amp, and then that temperature one. So I don't know, just you can get them pretty cheap, 20 bucks. Get a new set there and put them in. And like to get a tack too, but tacks are pretty high. And I've tried a cheap little electric one and hooked it up, and it didn't do nothing. So you can't buy a cheap one. You got to get one that'll be right for the car. Yeah, we'll let it run longer, do something with the alternator. But anyway, I think that'll be it for this video, guys. Got the taillights coming. We might do that. Once I get, the round ones are going to come first. So we'll probably just put them in there, because the square ones are coming directly, or rectangular ones are coming directly from China. They may be a few weeks. They may do the round ones first. May put them in there. Just have to drill a few holes. If the rectangular ones come in later on, they look better, then we may take them out, weld up the holes, and mount them. But we may do that next video, and do some little stuff. And I still need to check the differential fluid. I keep forgetting to do that. But yeah, we need to check that. Okay, guys, tell me what you think. And like, comment, share, all that stuff. We'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.